Hello and welcome back, girl, to another episode of Insufferable with me, your host, Lindsay Howe, episode 35, girl. This is my golden episode. Okay? That's what they say. Your golden year is whatever day you were born on. My dog is trying to get over here. I was born on the 25th of June. So 2025 was my golden year. I don't think that's how it works because 2025 was a bust, girl. I think it was a bust for everybody. So, yeah, but I am 35 years old and this is my 35th episode. So I'm going to go ahead and construe that as to some sort of significance, okay? Bear with me here. We're just trying to have a good time. Trying to have a good time, girl. Welcome back. Welcome back. How is everyone doing? Okay, I hope you are doing well. You will be watching this 3 days after, but 3 days from now is my best friend's birthday. Sarah Summers, the actor. You might know her from several different things, okay? Keep your fucking eyes peeled because that bitch is going off, okay? Happy birthday to Sarah. Leave it in the comments. She's my bitch for life, okay? And I just had to say that because we have a lot to look forward to this week, okay? We are going to Disneyland on Friday for Sarah's birthday. Okay, we will be Disney bounding for her birthday, which for me is difficult when someone tells me that I have to wear something specific on a day in the future. Okay, I do have something to wear and it is very basic and easy and it is clothes that I already have. So that is good. I will be Disney bounding as the prospector from Toy Story. Okay, we're all doing... Everyone's bounding from characters from Toy Story for this event, this Disney trip. So, naturally, I chose the prospector, okay? That is just who I am. At my core, I have the body type for it. Let's be real. That's on period. And I have the wardrobe. Really not something I had to. I did have to find a red shirt. I do not own a lot of red items in the wardrobe, which is unfortunate because I be looking good in red. Low key, I be looking good in red. And I once had this red dress that I got from the DD's discounts, and it was like an off the shoulder, like bodycon kind of dress, and girl, it was fucking lit. I looked really good in it. I didn't have anywhere to wear it. I ended up getting rid of it. It was only probably like $8 because that's like the only time I ever buy anything is for $8. So yes, I did have to get a red shirt to complete this outfit. It was $1.99 at St. Vincent's. Shout out to St. Vincent. And that brings me to my first point. Thrift stores really have the audacity right now. Okay? I am seeing dollar store items. I'm talking dollar store, Dollar Tree brand items that I know are $1, maybe $1.25 at the dollar store in the thrift store for $5.99. And something needs to be done about this, okay? I don't know if it's the influx in thrifters over, the past like 10 years, like thrifting has been... Bron, don't do it. Don't step on the computer. Thrifting has truly been something that people are getting into, and I love that. Okay, we do not want to make thrifting exclusive in any way. Okay, it's a very inclusive activity that should be accessible to everyone. But when you go in the thrift store and they have like a Champion hoodie, which by the way you can get at Walmart brand new, and they're talking about $29.99. And it has a blood stain on it, and someone's boogers are still on the sleeve, and you gonna talk about $29.99? You must know that we are thrifting for the affordability of it all. Okay? I will not be paying double digits for anything at the thrift store. I can't even pay double digits at, when I'm shopping in real life at the mall, at Zara. Okay? $7.99 items at Zara are the only thing that I can afford. And you know what? I love Uniqlo. I love Uniqlo. And they have quality clothes. As quality as you can get for fast fashion, I guess. Everything's $30 in there. I just can't swing it right now. And one day I will be swinging it. Okay? It is done. I'm sorry. Did I hit you? It is done. I am rich. I've won the lottery. Okay? I am free of worry. I am free of worry of paying another bill for the rest of my life. It's all taken care of. Okay? Did you guys believe that? I'm getting better, I think. I'm getting better. I was an actor at one point in my life. I should be able to embody this character who has more than enough money for anything that she wants. Okay? And that's just who I am now. It is done. Anyway, the thrift stores really need to stop fucking around. They need to stop fucking around talking about $29.99 for a damn Champion hoodie with boogers on it. Please, please don't piss me off. Okay? And if you're at a thrift store and you don't have a sale going on, you're also pissing me off. Okay? I need to walk into a thrift store and I need to see the bulletin board where you say red tags are 50% off, blue tags are 25% off, and yellow tags are $1 today. You know what I mean? St. Vincent used to really fucking do it big with their sales. St. Vincent used to have this thing where the tags and the prices correlated with the tags, and it's different color every day. So don't quote me on this. Don't go into St. Vincent's and say, Lindsay said all the yellow tags are 50% off. Girl, it changes every week. So do not write this down. But you used to go in there and it used to be yellow tags 50%, blue tags 25% off, and then white tags $1. And if you got 5 dollar items, it would be $3. You got a discount on top of the discount. Okay? And if you are own a business right now and you're not letting people stack coupons in this economy, girl, in this economy, let me stack a fucking coupon. Let me stack as many coupons as I can get. I know you ain't fucking struggling. I know you're in fucking escrow right now for your 5th yacht. Okay? Let a bitch stack a coupon. I need a sale on everything. That is the only thing that's going to get me to buy this item is if it's on sale. Okay? And people know that. The corporations know that. That's why Amazon's getting all caught up, lying about sales. Black Friday is a scam, girl. Black Friday is a scam, girl. Oh my God, dude. They're really talking about how, this item is 30% off. Well, that's crazy because I screenshotted it a week before Black Friday and it's the same price. But now you're saying that that's a 30% off price. You are lying. Also, 30% off, not a good sale for Black Friday. Not a good sale for Black Friday. That's embarrassing, if I'm being honest. Black Friday is not lit like it used to be. People used to kill for the deals. And literally people used to die for Black Friday deals. Do I want anybody to lose their life over a Black Friday deal? No, I do not. But I understand the thrill, not only the thrill of the sale, the thrill of the buy, getting the deal. Putting that flat screen up in your house and saying, I got this 75% off. Hell fucking yeah, dude. Yeah, and I left a little sale tag on there. That's like me if I bought a car on the lot and the sticker price, I got it much lower than the sticker price. I'll probably leave the sticker price on there. People are like, wow, this is a brand new car. So the sticker price on it. I said, yeah, and I didn't pay that for it. No, I did not. I got 15,000 off of this price. So that's something to brag about. It's braggadocious means, dude. So please do not piss me off with your sales, dude. Like, people need that. People need, in this economy, in this fucking climate, in this, everything just fucking sucks. Give a bitch a 75% off clearance, okay? Target still does 90% off of shit. Oh, shit that you don't want. It's shit you don't want. But hey, when it's closed, the shit that's in the clearance section is the shit that I want. Because it was the shit that nobody else wanted. Okay? That's the shit I want. Almost always. Almost all of the time. The things that I want, nobody else wants. And that is a double-edged sword. Okay? I do get it on clearance. But you know what? At some point, they're going to discontinue it. Because I'm the only bitch buying it. Okay? I can't even get attached to a scent at fucking Bath and Body Works or some shit anymore, because they're going to discontinue my scent because I'm the only bitch that likes it, okay? And that shit pisses me off. Last time I went to Bath and Body Works, this was probably like 2.5 years ago, okay? I went in, I had completely ran out of the spray that I had been using since 2013, okay? I be doing Project Pan with my sprays, girl. Do not fucking piss me off. I do not buy a bunch of perfumes or a bunch of sprays or whatever. I get my one scent and I wear it for 15 years. You know? It be lasting me. It lasts me. I don't know why you bitches are buying them, but just said, well, I know you like to layer and you like to smell like something different every day. Actually, let me shut the fuck up. Let me just let you do what you want to do. But what I'm saying is, I had officially ran out of my spray, Sugar Plum Fairy, which was a, of course, holiday scent from Bath and Body Works that was gifted to me because if you do not know, my college nickname, everybody called me Sugar Plum, okay? That's kind of who I am at my core, is Sugar Plum. So, I was gifted that for Christmas one year, and it smelled absolutely delicious, and I wore it all the way up until 2023, or whenever. This is like 2 years ago when I went over. Anyway, I go over to Bath and Body Works to lollygag. I'm in no rush. I'm going to test out as many fucking sprays as I can and try to land on one that I'm going to be using for the next 15 years. Okay? So, I'm looking, I'm spraying, I'm sniffing. Okay, I'm having a good, grand old time. It's nice to go in there and breathe in the, hormone disrupting scents. You know what I mean? I don't know what's going on over there. It's probably not healthy for you. I don't give a fuck. Okay? Mind your business. I'm sniffing. I finally find this small spray. You know how they be coming in the small size and then they come in the large size, and then you can get a body wash and the da-da-da-da-da. I will not be using no Bath and Body Works body wash on my body. Okay? I am a bar soap girl, and you should be as well. But, yeah, I do not be doing that. But anyway, I found this little spray. I can't remember what it was called, because you'll understand why in a second. I had been sniffing for like half an hour at this point, and I'm like, you know what? This little one right here, it smells the best to me. It hits, it's citrusy, it's sweet, it's bright, it's fresh, it's giving summer. Like, I like this one. I can wear this for the next 15 years. Like, hell yeah. So, in the what the fuck word am I trying to think of? It's not even a word that even needs to happen, so I'll just, pass away from it. But, in the events, well, that's not the word I'm thinking of. Anyway. Back up, bitch. Back up. Hold the phone. Since I was going to be buying a scent that should be lasting me 15 years, I went to the lady, the cast member, And I said, hey, I'm looking for this one, but in a big bottle. And she said, oh, by the way, we don't have that in a big bottle because it's discontinued. In fact, the one you're holding in your hand, the little one, that's the last one we got. We'll never be making that scent again. It's over for you. Wow. All this time I've been sniffing dozens of scents. And the one that I decided that I loved, discontinued. And I'm holding the last one in existence, it seems. I'm sure I could probably find it on eBay somewhere, but I mean, goddamn, why does that always happen to me? That be happening to me, dude. Just like them taking the damn gordita off the fucking menu at Taco Bell. What the fuck is wrong with you? The gordita is amazing. Why wouldn't you want to keep the gordita on the menu? And then you do the stupid ass Y2K menu this last year and brought back all the stuff that people fucking miss. By the way, the Mexican pizza. Why would you take it off the menu? Why would you take it off the menu? The gordita? What's your fucking problem? The caramel empanada? Do you not want money? Do you not want people to feel safe and secure in shopping here? You know, people eat fast food because it's going to taste the same every single time, okay? They need that comfort. They need the comfort of knowing exactly what they're going to get. And it's in the single digits, usually price-wise, okay? People need single-digit prices right now, and I'm advocating currently for single-digit prices on everything. We'll see what I can do. I don't really have a lot of authority. But, yeah, dude, everything I like gets fucking discontinued. And that shit pisses me off. And to be honest, I should be making my own shit. I should be fucking making my own scents. I should be making my own clothes and making my own fucking gorditas. You know what I mean? You just cannot depend on these people. These corporations, they don't care about us. They don't care what we like. They don't care what we love. You know? So, we gotta move on. Anyways, in other news, today I sit here in front of you with an artifact. Yeah, dude. I am so excited to share with you today a historical artifact in which my mom located in her shed whilst pulling out Christmas decor. And so you know it's good. You know, we don't have attics over here. Well, I don't know if people have attics in California, I guess. But I've never had an attic in my life. And I've lived in a lot of houses. So what we have in the white trash community is sheds. Okay, we have a shed in the backyard. And that usually contains, usually decorations. You know, decorations is usually what we do. Anyway, uncovered was a relic. And this relic right here, it's going to unlock some memories for some of you. And I hope it does. I hope it does. This right here, what I hold in my hand, is a permission slip from the spring and summer of 2003 for the nightclub for middle schoolers called TFN, which stood for Totally Friday Nights. Get a good look, guys, because this is a historical artifact, okay? Now, let me tell you about TFN, okay? TFN was going to the club. It was going to a show, like it was literally a club for middle schoolers, okay? And it was in Lakewood, and it was at the fucking rec center, or the Lakewood Youth Center, okay? In Lakewood, California, okay? If you went to DeMille, Bancroft, honestly, I don't really remember a lot of middle schools, like Marshall, maybe. Like, it was basically like all Long Beach Unified School District middle schools. Okay, this is 6th grade to 8th grade, no high schoolers. It's literally a series of early teen dance and party nights. That's literally what the fucking title says. And this is a permission slip, obviously, because, you know, your parents had to sign off. They had to drop you off. And what happened was when you and your girls, you went and got ready and you, first of all, lathered your hair in gel and made sure it was crunchy to the touch. Okay. Me personally, I took my bangs and I slicked them down, you know, much like my hair is right now, but just the bang portion. I slicked them down like this and I would tie them underneath my hair in the back. I would tie them there. So I had slicked down bangs, gelled to the gills. And then the rest of my hair, you know, I have a natural curl to my hair, but the rest of my hair was then curled, you know, my natural curl, and it was crunchy. You guys, I do not need to explain the crunch to people who lived in this era. Okay. 2003, I was 13 years old, and this was the 8th grade. Wait, where this was the 7th grade. Yeah, 7th grade, I believe. And I went to Bancroft. And yeah, you got ready. You went, your parents dropped you off at the park, you know, at the youth center. And there was a big, long line to get in. You had to bring your school ID, and it was $5 admission. Okay? I won't even fucking pay $5 to get into, like, an actual club with a little fucking DJ Pauly D's playing inside. You know what I mean? You will not catch me playing no fucking cover charge. You know, in these days. But in these days, the cover charge was $5. Everybody had to pay. And some of these girls be wearing some skimpy-ass outfits, you know? And you went in there and you were hoping to, for lack of a better term, bump and grind with some of the boys from your school or the schools around that you didn't know. You know, talk about, I got a boyfriend, he goes to a different school type shit. Okay. If you know me, I never had a boyfriend. Nobody ever liked me. And honestly, that still tracks. So I usually was like always crying at TFN because nobody wanted to dance with me. And, you know, and that's just how it goes in middle school, dude. I remember when I was in middle school and I would read stories about like actors, how like the hottest actors that you could ever imagine, they would be like doing an interview like, yeah, nobody really liked me in high school. Like, yeah, I didn't really have a girlfriend in high school. I didn't have no boys like me or whatever. And I'm like, damn, you're like, yeah, and you're like the hottest person in Hollywood and nobody liked you. So it kind of made me feel a little bit better. I was like, maybe people will like me when I get older. That didn't happen either, but that's okay because I love solitary. But anyway, that's beside the point. We're not going to get into why people don't like me. But I wanted to go over some of the themed nights that we have on this paper. And I don't know, man. When my mom sent me a picture of this, I said, do not throw that away, by the way. By the way, this is a fucking relic. This is an actual historical artifact. Like, this actually needs to be in a fucking museum, by the way. If there was a museum about Long Beach Unified School District, this needs to go in there, okay? This needs to be in a shadow box, and there needs to be overhead lighting on it. And it's, I mean, it's yellow, too. Like, you know, the budgets for schools, you know, yellow paper? That's a fucking budget for you right there. You know, any kind of colored paper, like when you had some kind of shit you had to bring home, or like shit that they did like copies of and it was colored paper, you know, sometimes like purple paper or green paper or yellow paper. I mean, that's a fucking budget, bitch. You know what I mean? These kids nowadays, they do not have a budget for anything. And these fucking teachers are trying to pay for everything on their own. And it's difficult. So, you know, back in the day, I mean, it was bliss. It was horrible living in it. You know what I mean? 7th grade was probably the worst year of my life. But I think 7th grade is the worst year of everyone's life. So I'm not going to throw a fit about it, you know. But anyway, Totally Friday nights. Spring, summer 2003 permission slip. ... A series of early teen dance and party nights. Dude, the fucking club. 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. 10 p.m., girl, we was out there. We was out at the club till 10 p.m. on Friday nights. And I honestly can't remember if it was every Friday night. I think it was just once per month, or maybe every other week. I don't know. Maybe it was every week, because we do have the dates here. So we're starting off strong on January 24th, 2003, opening night and Super Bowl blowout. Okay, it was a Super Bowl themed. You can see there is a football there. We're starting the new year out right. First 50 people in line receive a free snack bar coupon. For you football fans, there will be a Super Bowl trivia throughout the night for super NFL prizes. Okay, that reminds me of the snack bar, dude. They had nachos and sodas, and I don't know why I remember, maybe they had like churros or something. Like, it was a youth center. It was like a rec center, so there was like a little kitchen area and, you know, like a fucking concession stand type shit. But I do remember they had nachos. They had chips with the liquid nacho cheese, and we put jalapenos on them, and that's how we fucking ate them. And that's probably why this one crazy story happened, which is like my most memorable memory from TFN. Nobody wanted to dance with me. Classic. Every Friday I come here, nobody's fucking with me, even though I look so fucking cute, by the way. And I already fucking remember some of the outfits I wore. My crunchy ass hair, like, girl, I was serving. Okay, I did have fucking busted ass teeth, sure. You know, I hadn't gotten my braces yet. But who fucking cares, dude? You know, teeth give you character. And in a sea now of fucking veneers, you better fucking own your teeth if you have crooked teeth. You can get braces and fix your teeth. That's fine. I support that. I don't support veneers anymore, dude. They're getting too fucking creepy. It's giving... I'm not going to get into it. Stop getting veneers. Anyway, I was crying at TFN. Classic. Okay, I was like, God, I'm never going to get a boyfriend, blah, blah, blah. I was a hopeless romantic at the time. And as I'm kind of storming out of the dance area, okay, it's like in front of the DJ. Everyone's dancing in this room. The lights are off, and it's kind of like a disco ball lights going around the room. Like, it's literally a fucking club in there, you guys. It's a fucking club. And they're playing, you know, and this was 2003, dude. So they're playing Usher. They're playing, like, I don't even know if T-Pain was out yet. Like, what were some of, like, the big songs of 2003? I'm just going to look it up because I have to know. Top songs 2003. Okay. Dude, Crazy in Love, Beyonce. Sean Paul, Get Busy. R. Kelly's Ignition remix. Outkast, Hey Ya. I mean, it was bumping. It was bumping in there, okay? Crazy in Love, I definitely remember. In the Club, 50 Cent. And we're in the club, 7th grade, bumping and grinding. And I'm pretty sure somewhere on here it says no bumping and grinding. Okay. Let me finish the story. Anyway, we were in the dance area. Okay. I was sad, crying for whatever reason. You know, I am a Cancer. It is the 7th grade, and I don't know how to handle my own emotions. I'm about to storm off into the bathroom to cry or whatever. And everyone's sort of looking in this one area of the dance floor, okay? And it's dark in there. You know, there's some strobe lights going, stuff like that. Basically, what had happened was this girl, who I cannot remember her name for the life of me, she, for lack of a better word, shat her pants And she was wearing white pants. And if you know anything about Y2K fashion, Gen Z, you don't even know how low rise the jeans were. You don't even understand how low rise the jeans were in 2003. Okay, if you're wearing a pair of jeans, the zipper is this fucking long because the jeans were so low rise. So what had happened is this girl was wearing some white or like cream khaki like pants, okay? And she had shat herself, okay? And it had come up over the top of her pants, you know, through her crack. Because in those days, you was wearing low-rise jeans, and if you bend over to tie your shoe or pick up a fucking pencil or whatever, your whole ass is coming out. I don't understand how, as a society, we let it happen. Whole ass. One time I saw this girl at the mall when I was with my mom. My mom can fucking vouch for me on this. We saw this girl at the fucking mall, and she had pubes sticking out the top of her fucking jeans because they were so low rise you could see this bitch's lips, dude. How as a society do we let this happen? That's why, Gen Z, listen to me right now. Gen Alpha, listen. That is why the surge of high-rise jeans was so serious. It was so serious. And us millennials were like, oh my God, a high-rise jean trend. Like, fucking thank God. I'm tired of my pubes and ass crack sticking out the top of my fucking pants. Okay? And if you do not have the body, if you do not have the skinny, lean body to be wearing fucking low-rise jeans, you were looking like a fool. I.e. me. I did not have the body type for a low-rise jean, but I was in it. That was what we wore. It was the fashion of the days. So I don't know how we let it happen, but that is what happened, and then that's how it was. Okay, so, you know, thank God we got a mid-rise these days. I know low-rise is coming back, but I know one fucking thing. Bitches will not be having their fucking ass cracks out anymore. That will not happen again. You can go as low rise as you think you want to go. Okay, you'll never go as low rise as shitting your pants and it coming up out of the back of you because your fucking pants barely cover your fucking ass. Okay, so I don't want to fucking be back in my day, but that's unforgivable lowness. That's unforgivable low rise right there. So anyway, she shat her pants. And like I said, the pants were white or cream khaki, you know? So, and it was obviously diarrhea. And it had come up over her pants and down her pant leg. I have this memory of her literally like grinding with some boy when this happened. So she may have sort of shat on him. And I thank her for that because it got me out of my I was about to go cry in the bathroom vibe. And instead, I got to put my energy and focus into a girl in the middle of the dance floor had shat herself and it's showing on the back of her pants. It's kind of running down and it's on the floor in the dance hall. I mean, the janitor had to come by with the mop. And everybody knew, everybody saw, more than enough people saw that when she left, everyone was talking about it. That was like the full topic of the day. And you know what? I don't remember anything after that. I'm thinking like, oh shit, did she come to school the next day? Because that would have been crazy. Like, I don't know if she came to school the next day. I don't have any memory of what happened after that. Will I ever forget the memory of her shitting herself at TFN? No. And I hope she was okay. But you know what? I bet she had the fucking nachos. She probably had the nachos. And you know what? I fucking threw up at TFN one time. I thought somebody roofied me or something. But I had probably drank a soda or something. You know, at the concession stand or whatever. I ended up feeling really sick. I was there with my brother and his friends, and low-key I was like feeling drunk and like, but you know what it is, like when you need to throw up, you kind of like start, oh, you know what I mean? Like I probably wasn't drunk. There was no alcohol on the premises. Obviously, this is 7th grade. They really fucking locked down on that shit, and you weren't even allowed to bring anything inside. And at this time, nobody was carrying purses or anything. We didn't have any phones. There was no cell phones, dude. You didn't have a house key. You're in the 7th grade. Why would you need a fucking house key? You fucking walked up just with your outfit. You know what I mean? Nobody even had bags. So, yeah, dude. And we'll go over the dress code here in a second, which nobody fucking followed, but it kind of tracks. So, yeah, one time I was feeling super sick and, made it to the end of the night. I was waiting outside the premises on someone's front lawn, waiting to get picked up by my friend's mom or my mom. I can't remember who was picking us up, but I ended up throwing up all over someone's lawn. And then I told my mom, and she was convinced that someone had roofied me while I was there. And I don't fucking know what happened, but I didn't drink anything or take anything or whatever. I probably just ate some bad nachos. And I think that's the lesson that we take from TFN, dude. You cannot be eating nachos at TFN, totally Friday nights. You know, it's not a good look for anybody. And, you really need to, eat before you go. Eat before you go and make sure you shit before you go. Because, 25 years later, someone could be on a podcast telling a story about how you shit your pants at a nightclub for middle schoolers. And everybody remembers. So anyway, let's go over some of the rules here. Okay. To assure a fun and enjoyable evening for all, we ask that all participants at Totally Friday Nights abide by the following. Very strict, situation here. Okay. You have to have a, fully completed permission slip must be turned in when you enter. We had to bring this with us, by the way. This is the only thing we brought. You know what I mean? No phones, no purses, no nothing. We had our IDs and our permission slips. Okay. These are available in your school office, Lakewood Youth Center, or the Recreation Department at Lakewood City Hall. Participants must attend an area school. It has all the schools listed right here. That's actually a lot of schools. I'm not going to go through all of those. But it is, Bancroft, DeMille, Mayfair, Haskell, Monroe. I don't fucking even know what most of these schools are. Bethany Lutheran and St. Maria Goretti. Like, those are fucking, like, Catholic schools, I believe. And they was even coming to this nightclub. Like, it was crazy. It was crazy work. All participants must have a picture school ID to enter the event. Those students who attend an area school without ID must get an official school stamp from their permission slip. So yeah, we all pretty much had school IDs. That was like a huge deal, like to get your picture taken for your ID, and you had to fucking wear them around your neck. You know what I mean? Like, it was crazy. Like, it's not as crazy as it is in schools now, trying to prevent, we all know what fucking goes down at schools these days, so. Okay, no first entry or re-entry after 7:30. Okay, no ins and outs. No ins and outs. Once you're in, you are staying in until 10 p.m. unless you want to go home. No ins and outs. Participants are required to stay on the premises until 10 unless picked up early by parent or guardian. Arrive in line early. The line begins forming at 5:30. Only the first 400 students will be admitted, no exceptions. So I don't know of a time where anybody was turned away because there was like more than 400 people. But to get in line at 5:30 for an event that starts at 7 is kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. And the line was always like real ratchet, and everybody was like talking and oh my god, dude, this was such a simple fucking time. It was such a simple time. Like, not a fucking phone in sight. Not a phone in sight. I can't even And even if people did have phones at this time, there was no internet on the phone, okay? And typically you could only call your parents, and there was no texting because texting cost 10 cents a pop. You know, to receive 10 cents to receive one and 10 cents to send one out. You know what I mean? And my dad would fucking hang me before he would let me fucking text anybody on my phone. You know, I did get a phone when I was 13. You know, and this was when I was 13, but I'm pretty sure I never brought a phone to TFN. I don't think I had one at that time. Okay, loitering on the park grounds before or after will not be permitted. No smoking, no gang colors, symbols, or related items of any time. No hats. That shit pisses me off, right? Because I wear a hat all the fucking time. It completes the outfit. Was I wearing hats at this time? No, I was not. But if you were a kid who loved wearing hats to like complete the fit, that was probably a really big bummer for you. No beepers or pagers. What? This was a century ago. No beepers or pagers. They didn't even address cell phones at all in this fucking permission slip because they were not. They were in existence. People did have cell phones in 2003, but it just was not like it is now. They didn't even fucking address it on this thing. No beepers or pagers, no pens or markers, because everybody was, you know, doing vandalism in the bathroom stalls and stuff, you know. No displays on clothing of letters, words, phrases, or pictures that will antagonize or offend others. Okay, proper dress requested. No tank tops, muscle shirts, midriffs, halter tops, bare stomachs, or back outs permitted. You just fucking fucked up my whole wardrobe. How am I supposed to fucking build a fit if I can't wear any of the following? Tank top, muscle shirt, midriff. I'm a midriff girly. I'm midriff right now. Don't fucking piss me off, guys. No moshing or slam dancing. They don't want people getting hurt, I suppose. No chains, gloves, towels, glow sticks, or laser pointers permitted. Fighting will not be tolerated. Any involvement in instigating or willingly participating in a physical altercation will result in immediate removal from the event and loss of privilege to participate in any future Totally Friday night programs. The same policy holds true for anyone who damages or steals any piece of equipment from the Lakewood Youth Center. I mean, the kids were still very ratchet, you know what I mean? And that, you know, that is tales old time. You know, kids really got attitudes. They always got something going on, and that is just how kids be doing, okay? Kids these days, they got phones and stuff, and, you know, it's much worse now, I fear. Or is it? I don't know. I don't fucking know. I don't have any kids. I got a niece, and she's chill as fuck. You know, sometimes I hear drama here and there, but you know, compared to like a lot of the gang activity going on when I was in school, like I remember like you weren't allowed to wear a plain white shirt at school or at any events because plain white tees were like a gang affiliation. I don't remember what gang, but they were gang affiliation and you weren't allowed to do that. So when I read this permission slip talking about no displays on clothing of letters, words, phrases, or pictures, I'm like, what are you even supposed to wear? You can't wear a solid color because they're going to construe that as some kind of gang affiliation if you wear a plain shirt. So I also can't wear any pictures on my shirt or words or letters. Like, I don't, you know, that was always very confusing to me. But anyway, yeah, I'm not going to read all of the descriptors of all the events, but I will read you some of the events. So the first one we already read was opening night, Super Bowl blowout. Oh yeah, the snack bar coupon. That's why I got off on a tangent about the girl shitting her pants because she probably ate the nachos. February 7th, Valentine's dance. And caricature artist. I'm pretty sure me and my friend Laura got our caricatures done at Totally Friday Nights before. And we were always insecure about being fat. And the caricature artist did not know that, but he did draw us eating pizza. So that was pretty embarrassing. If I have to say so myself. February 15th, that was a Saturday, actually, it was laser tag. Come on down for laser tag. I hate fucking laser tag. I'm not interested in doing that. Do not sign me up for laser tag. I did not go to that. February 28th, basketball fever night. Okay. Wear a shirt with the basketball team name or logo and get $1 off your entry. Okay. One of these nights, you were allowed to wear something on your shirt, I guess. March 14th, Luck of the Irish, St. Patty's Dance. Green is the color of choice for tonight. We wear something green and get $1 off. Okay? It's always talking about, what's this? We got plenty of contests to win your pot of gold throughout the nights. There was like a pool table in there too. People used to play pool. There was like a lounge area, and all the stoner kind of kids were always like on the couches in the lounge area. And I think there was a TV in there, and there was something playing on the TV. I don't remember. I'd like to go into the fucking rec center. I might fucking do that, actually. I might fucking call the homies from middle school and say, you guys just want to go into the fucking youth center and see if we can unlock a memory. They probably fucking remade it by now anyway. April 11th, patio cookout. The barbecues will be set up on our back patio area for you to enjoy free hamburgers and hot dogs, potato salad and chips. Somebody probably shit their pants that night too. May 16th, talent show, Lakewood Star Search. Got down the latest MTV hip hop moves? Do you have a nice voice, play an instrument, or have an undiscovered talent? This is basically an open mic. I don't fucking remember that. And you know what? In the 7th grade, nobody had the balls to fucking perform in front of all the other 7th graders in the entire district, by the way. So that probably didn't work out. May 30th was the Hawaiian Beach Party. First 100 people entering. Get a lay. That's probably fun. I probably would have wanted that. Wear a Hawaiian shirt for $1 off. School's Out Bash on June 20th. That's kind of like the end of school. Begin the summer right. Don't miss this end of school year dance party hosted by Lakewood Teen Board. Free sunblock for the first 30 people in line. That's a fucking steal. That's actually a steal. And oh, hold on. That's a steal, and as a Caucasian person, I probably did want to get that free sunblock, so I probably did show up to that, and that was kind of like the end of the school year type shit, so, yeah, that's pretty cool. And baseball bonanza dance party. Excuse me. It is nighttime over here, I am sorry, and by nighttime, I mean 5:58, it's fucking dark as shit. And July 18th, this is, I feel like school is probably out. It was the baseball bonanza dance party. It's the midsummer baseball blowout. Free baseball cards to the first 30 people. Wear a baseball shirt or jersey and get $1 off. Guys and gals, wiffle ball contest for prizes. Let's play ball. So if you went to any of these Long Beach Unified School District schools and you remember TFN, I hope you enjoyed this unlocking of all of our memories. Yeah, dude, this is a fucking relic, and you know, times were so simple, yet so complicated. And it's fun to remember the stuff that we did when we were kids, you know? It was still fairly innocent, you know? Like just having a little thing to go to every Friday night or whatever, or, you know, and it was just like 6 months out of the year, it turns out. So, yeah, that was really fun. I am sorry to that girl who shot herself. I'm so sorry. I remember that. It is a core memory, unfortunately. But I do thank you because you pulled me out of my own sorrows that night, my own, self-pity party, which is what I always had when boys didn't like me. And now I cringe when a man is interested in me. And I'm like, please get away. So times be changing. We evolve, and it's nice to reminisce about the old times. So anyway, that is going to do it for me this week. Once again, go to the comments or to Instagram to shout out Sarah's birthday. And give her all the love this week. Okay. Her birthday's in 3 days from today, but by the time you're watching this, it was her birthday 3 days ago. Okay. But in girl world, it's birthday month. So it's never too late or too early to tell her happy birthday and appreciate her for the woman she is. Okay. And, other than that, I will see you guys next week. Bye.